Everybody's doing alright. Just here taking a walk on Florida's Treasure Coast. I want to talk to you a little bit about Dan Locke's FU Money. It's a pretty good book. I've read his intro. It talks a bit about him and his roots. You know, he moved to Canada as a young person with his mother, divorced. So, you know, I can kind of relate to that. My parents were divorced when I was young. So, anyway, I just want to talk to you about a few things the rich people do, the poor people don't. One of the things, they make a list every day. Successful people make lists of things that they have to do, and then they do their best to make that list, to get that list finished. You know, and that's something I've started doing, and I must say that it feels good when you complete your list, or you know, come close to completing it. It gives you a real sense of accomplishment, and each task you check off, you know, it makes you feel good. It makes you want to complete something else. Another task that rich people do that not all poor people don't do, you know, is exercise daily, or at least 5 times a week. You know, successful people and people in good health. You walk around with people here but they exercise. You know, people that are successful exercise most days. That's a cool little board there. Let's see if you can see what this guy's out here doing. Check this out. That looks interesting. But moving on, another thing that successful people do that, you know, a lot of unsuccessful people don't do is eat well. You know, they don't eat things like McDonald's every day. They don't have overloaded sugary drinks. You know, they don't drink 5 or 6 Coca-Colas a day, or Mountain Dew, whatever it is. You know, they look after themselves. They know that if they're in bad health, it's not a good investment. You know, another thing that rich people do, or successful people do, that poor people don't, or rather this one's the other way around, I guess. Rich people don't watch TV. Successful people, you know, they don't watch TV, as opposed to unsuccessful and poorer people tend to watch TV all day long and kind of escape to it. But you're watching TV, you're not making money, you know, and you got to make good money. You want to be happy. I'll come around to that here in a minute. And another thing that successful people do, poor people don't, is read. I mean, like read things that you don't want to read, stuff that's boring, you know, things that teach you things, how to become better in life and better in business. You know, they read business magazines, they read books, how to become better, and things like that. They don't read, you know, just for the enjoyment of reading. You know, they're not going to read things like, well, I don't know, Lord of the Rings, I guess. That's one, or what was the one with The Hobbit? You know, they don't read those. They write them, but they don't read them. And, you know, when they're not reading, say when they're driving down the road, they listen to audiobooks. That's another form of education. I mean, you got to keep educating yourself, and that's what it's all about. The more education you have, the better you're going to be able to help other people. If you can help other people, well, then you're in the end, you're going to help yourself the most, because that's how you get help, by helping others. And another thing that successful people don't do, that poor people do, is they play the lottery. You know, poor people play the lottery, and successful people don't. I might have said that backwards, but you got the idea. It's a waste of money. You know, your chances of winning the lottery are greater. Well, no, your chances of winning the lottery are so low that you can put any other statistic before that, and it's more likely. Yeah, that sounded funny. And anyway, another thing that rich people do, successful people do, that unsuccessful people don't do, is write things down. You know, they write down their goals, they write down what they want, and they chase them. You know, it's just like their to-do list. They check things off, they get it off, and you know, who wouldn't want to check off their want list? I mean, really. And coming back to what I was talking about earlier about money, you know, really, life's not all about money. You know, people always say that, but you know, try to be to be happy without it. You know, it's a lot easier to be happy with money. And if people say that money doesn't buy happiness, and that, you know, that's simply not true. Just think about it. Every day when you get paid, you know, isn't that like the best time of the week? Isn't that when work's worth it? You know, the one day you're happy to go to work, it's payday. Yeah, so just think about that. And as always, without action, there can be no reaction. This is Richard Julio, Successful.